Hello everyone and welcome to another Appy Hour. Today we will be discussing Instagram and that it's more than just an image sharing app. Today you have myself, Craig Santiago, Teen Services Librarian at the Delray Beach Public Library, and we'll be discussing Instagram and how you can share your videos, your pictures, reach engagement, and all different things that Instagram has to offer. So first you'll want to download the free Instagram app. You can do that on your Apple iPhone, your Android phone, or any other smartphone that you have. And the reason why I say smartphone is that you cannot do what you do on Instagram normally on the smartphone than you would on a desktop computer, because Instagram is primarily a mobile app. So for example, you can look at someone's Instagram profile on the computer. However, if you wanted to post a picture onto your feed, you would have to use your smartphone instead of using the desktop computer. Also with Instagram, you're able to share your pictures, your videos, promote your business if you have one, and you can even follow your favorite authors, celebrities, singers, what have you, anyone that you would like to follow that might have an Instagram. You can even follow different organizations like the Delray Beach Public Library, for example, or any other libraries or companies that you like to go to. Okay, next you'll want to set up your account once you've downloaded the app. You'll see in the image on the far right hand side, this will be the screen that you will see, and towards the bottom it'll say sign up in blue. That's where you'll want to go to create your account. You can use an email address to create this account or also your Facebook account as well. Just know that Facebook does own Instagram, so that's why they have that option. It makes it easier to link your accounts both through Instagram and Facebook. Just know that you can unlink them in the future if you would like by going to your Facebook page. But for now, you can use your email address if you feel that is safer for you. Now, you'll want to create a username. That is what's called the handle. That's how people can search for you. They type in your name. It can just be your first and last name. It can be something funny, something that, or professional, something that you'll be able to remember and that you'll be able to share with other people. Next, you want to create a password, something that you can remember, hopefully with good password management skills. Use something different than other accounts that you might have. It's safer to mix up your passwords between different accounts across all platforms. And then it's going to also ask if you want to add a profile picture. Most likely you want to. That's how people will know who you are when they go to search for you on Instagram. So next you want to build your followers. Your followers are like your friends on Facebook, if you are on Facebook. So some of the options that Instagram gives you is through your contacts in your phone, so your address book. It'll ask you permission to locate your contacts. You can either say yes or no, or just skip it if you don't want to do that. The next option is finding your Facebook friends. So if you have your Facebook account linked to your Instagram account, it'll search through your friends, and then you can add friends that are on Instagram already, and you can add them as a follower on your Instagram. Another option is that Instagram has some suggestions in the search pane, and then you can either choose to follow them or even click next or skip to get past that if you don't want to follow any of the people that they might have suggested. And that's that third picture that you see on your screen there in the far right. Next, once you get past those first few steps, at the bottom of your screen, you'll have a list of icons, similar to what you see on your screen the far right. And I have those numbered and I can go through those right now. First is the home icon. So that basically, when you tap on that, you'll be able to see the posts of people that you follow and their stories. So that's like the main feed of what everybody else is sharing out there that you are following and that you are friends with. It's not just everybody in the world, it's just those that you are connected with on Instagram. The next icon, if you tap on that, is a magnifying glass. That's basically where you can search for people. Specifically, you can search for a hashtag, which is basically a keyword that people have described some of their photos or videos on Instagram. And you can search places, organizations, things like that. So you can search a lot of things in there. And then from there, you can decide whether you like the picture or if you want to follow that group or whatnot. That'll be up to you. The third icon in the middle with the plus sign, that's where you add a post to your Instagram feed. So most likely it's going to be a picture. You can do a short video clip. Usually it's maybe 15 seconds or less, but primarily people add a picture, and you can add multiple pictures, which we'll get into. You can add captions, hashtags, and all that we'll get into later on. Just want to show you the different icons and what they mean. And then the heart icon, number 4, that's where you're going to see any kind of notifications of people who interacted with your Instagram post. So someone who liked your picture, that's where you get to see that red heart there. Someone who commented on your picture or whatnot. Or if someone tagged you into their own post, and I can explain that later as well. Basically, that means someone put a post together and then put your name, attach your name to that as well, because maybe you're in that picture too as well, similar to what Facebook does if you do that feature. And lastly, number 5, that's your account page. So when you tap on that, you'll be able to see what other people see when they first start to follow you. You'll be able to see everything that you posted from your account, your highlights, your Instagram stories, your profile as far as like a website you might have, or your biography, like a short little paragraph on about you. So you can see a lot of that information by going to that section. So now you're ready for your first post. So as you remember, if you press that plus icon in the bottom middle of your Instagram account, you will be able to add a picture to your feed. So you'll get a screen like this. It might not look black like that. It'll look black, or it'll show what your camera is seeing. And if you press on that icon in the red circle, that'll reverse the camera so you can take a selfie, so you can take a picture of yourself if you'd like. So what's also neat about this is you don't have to take a picture in the moment of something that you want to post directly to Instagram. More often than not, what I do is I already take the pictures of where I am or who I'm with first, and then I go back to Instagram, click on the library icon in the bottom left of the shared example, and that will access my photo gallery on my phone, and I can choose one or more of those pictures that are in there that I want to add to Instagram. Okay, now once you have the picture that you want to post to your feed, Instagram gives you a ton of options that you can do. What Instagram is pretty known for is the filters that it shows you. So that's what made it popular, I believe. It gave people a chance to mix up their pictures with the way they look, to make them look better, make them look vintage, make them look all different sorts of ways. So that's what the filter page comes in. So once you add your photos, you can make the various changes to it with the filters. I looked it up. The top 3 filters that people use on Instagram are those 3 right there: Claridon, Gingham, and Juno. Those are the different ones that you can use to make your picture look different. Um, as you can see, the different filter options towards the bottom of the example there on your right. You can swipe your finger through on the screen to filter through the many different filters that are available to you. And then when you tap on one, the preview image will go different on the top of the example there to reflect the filter that will be provided. So you can play around with it a little bit to see a preview in real time of what the picture would look like with the filter that you chose. So once you select the one that you want, you can continue on the next step. If you don't want any of these filters, that's fine. You would just probably stay on the normal filter, and that just stays as it was when you took the picture. And then in the top right, you'll press the next button to get to the next page. In this part of Instagram, it gets into the nitty-gritty, captions, tags, and hashtags. Oh my. There's a lot to go over here, but it's very important, and you don't have to do all of these if you don't want. Some people just post a picture and be done with it. Some people like to go a little bit more fancy and add in a whole bunch of different information. It's just up to you and how much time you want to spend on it and what you want to get out of it. So as you would with any kind of pictures, physical pictures that you print out and put in a photo album, you can write a caption to it so that people know what that picture is, who's in that picture, what's going on, things like that. That just gives your followers or your friends some more information about the picture itself. Next, if you want, after the text, people usually do hashtags, and that's using the pound symbol. And these are clickable links that improve the engagement of your picture, and it makes it more searchable so that you can put hashtags like, so for example, we have a picture of Niagara Falls. So you do hashtag Niagara Falls, hashtag USA, hashtag Canada, hashtag waterfalls, things like that. So it just makes your picture more searchable, and then it'll link it to other people who have used the same hashtags as you. My suggestion is to use no more than 15, 20, I believe 30 is the max. If you do anything more than that, I do believe your account gets locked or there's like an Instagram prison or something like that. So I suggest that you be very conservative at first of your hashtags, and then after that you could be a little bit more liberal for those if you'd like. After the caption and hashtag area, you can tag people or other organizations. So this would boost any kind of engagement with your post if you want to connect it with other organizations, if you like. Or if there's someone in your picture that is your friend that's also on Instagram, you can tag them as well. So they'll get a notice that they were tagged in this picture so they know they're there. After that, you can add a location if you want, so that if people are searching, for example, Niagara Falls, they would be able to see a picture like this on there if they added that on there. So you can add different or the one location that that picture was taken in, if you'd like. Lastly, on this page, you can do different options of posting to other accounts. So if you have another Instagram account, you're welcome to add it to that account if you'd like. The one thing is though, you'll have to have another Instagram account linked prior to doing this, and to do that, that's an advanced feature that if you have any questions on, I can help you with adding another account to your Instagram account. Below that, you can have your Facebook, Twitter, or Tumblr linked to your Instagram account. So what that does is, if you have that checked off, you could have your posts be simultaneously posted to your Facebook, your Twitter, your Tumblr, what have you. So the same image, the same caption, the same hashtags will all be transferred over to the different other social media pages that you said that you wanted to. So for me, sometimes I just do Facebook. If I don't have any hashtags in my post on Instagram, I will share it as well with Facebook, because for me personally, I don't really use a lot of hashtags with Facebook, but I do with Instagram. But if there's a post where I just have the caption on there and the picture and nothing else, I will sometimes add it to Facebook as well, because I'm not following the same people sometimes on Facebook that I am on Instagram. So I just want to share my post with a wider range of people. A cool new feature, or relatively new feature that Instagram has, is called Instagram Stories. So that's a way that you can share your posts or your pictures or even short 15-second clips to your Instagram account. And it goes in a separate area. It does not go into the normal feed. When you open Instagram up, you'll see different circles or bubbles in the top of your screen, and those are the different accounts that you follow that have Instagram stories that they have posted. Now the thing about Instagram stories is when you post something on there, it's only going to last for 24 hours, then it disappears. So try not to post something on there that's a really important thing that you want people to see for after 24 hours. If you want it to be something that be more permanent, there's two options. You can add it as a highlight, which we'll cover later, or you can just use that as a normal post instead of a Instagram story. So when you're on your home screen, you'll be able to see your profile picture in the top left. If you tap that, you'll be able to add a new picture. You can swipe up to find one in your photo album, similar to what you did when you were doing your first post and finding your camera roll and posting a picture from there. That's the same thing with Instagram stories. You can use a picture that was already taken. From there, you can make different fancy edits if you'd like. You can add stickers, little animated GIFs, filters, polls or questions that you want to interact with your followers. You can do all of that with your Instagram story. So similar to Instagram stories, you'll have Instagram highlights. These are posts that stay active until you remove them from your highlights section. So where's your highlights section? If you go to the home page, if you click on your profile picture in the bottom right, you'll see your profile and you'll see highlights. As you can see in the example below, there are little bubbles that right now say highlights underneath them. You can change that name if you'd like, but for this example, they just say highlights on there. So these are posts that will stay there in that section until I get rid of them and delete them. There are two ways that you can add a highlight section to there. You can add tapping new next to existing highlights to use one of your past stories, or you can create a new story like you did before with Instagram stories, and then you can select that story to be a highlight section. Another cool feature that Instagram provides is IGTV, which stands for Instagram TV. It's basically their version of YouTube, and it allows you to have a longer video clip posted. By that, I mean anything longer than 15 seconds, but shorter than 10 minutes long. So you would go to your normal new post, as you would like a picture or whatnot, and then you would look through your camera roll for a video that's in that time frame, or you can add a video right there if you want to create a new video. So upload that video as you normally would, but select long video. Then after that, you will add a title and a description, and that will go to the IGTV. You can choose to post a preview of the video to your Instagram feed and your profile, or you can even share your video to a Facebook page as well if it has it linked. So you'll notice throughout this presentation there was a lot of different keywords or Instagram lingo that I mentioned that might not sound familiar to you before. So here's just a glossary of the different terms that you might want to know. So I mentioned follower or following. So basically a follower is someone who is your friend, like on Facebook, and then following is basically a list of users that you friend. So you don't have to always follow another person, or they don't always have to follow you back and be friends with you. It's not a mutual friendship with Instagram as if it were on Facebook. When you add a friend on Facebook, you guys are both friends equally and whatnot. But with Instagram, it doesn't have to be a mutual relationship that way. Most often it's probably like, a business you follow or an organization or a celebrity you'll follow, but chances are they may or may not follow you back to keep it even. Next is a hashtag that I mentioned before. That goes after the caption of the picture that you post, and that just basically categorizes your post to make it more searchable, different keywords, and they are all one word, so it's a £, a word or a few words, and that makes up your hashtag. And once you do that, then you can tap on it in any other post, and then it'll show you any other pictures or posts that are linked to that keyword or hashtag. A tag identifies another user or group or organization. So like I said before, if you took a picture of, let's say, the Empire State Building, or I don't know, Yankee Stadium or something like that, you can tag in that group. So the Yankees, you can post, you can tag the Empire State Building if they have an Instagram account, something like that. Next, you can a DM or direct message is basically Instagram's chat feature, similar to Facebook Messenger. This allows people to interact with other users on Instagram, and you can share messages. You can even share other people's posts. I know sometimes I have friends who send me posts that they've seen from other accounts that I don't follow that I might find interesting or funny or whatnot. So that's something of interest possibly. Viral or going viral, you probably have heard that in the news or whatnot. That's basically having a popular post that's shared widely. It's shared by people they may not know. It's shared across different platforms like Facebook and Twitter or whatnot. That means you have a lot of likes, you have a lot of comments, a lot of engagement with that. Unfortunately, I have not had any of my posts go viral. I'm not sure if I do want to at this point. Instagram stories. Those are the short 15 seconds viewing of a post, and only stays active for 24 hours. After that, it disappears. So if you want anything if you have anything on there that's important, you might want to put that somewhere else, like your highlights or your main feed. After that is the IGTV or your Instagram television. That's the longer postings like YouTube. So those are video clips that are between 15 seconds or 10 minutes long. I know that our children's librarians are doing that on our Delray Beach Children's Library Instagram feed with their story times, because they are obviously longer than 15 seconds and less than 10 minutes. So hopefully by now you've learned a lot about Instagram. You can chat with us in the Facebook group if you have any more questions. I know there probably will be a lot because there's a lot that I had to get in here, but I'm certainly able to answer any and all of your questions. So with that, don't forget to follow us on Instagram once you create an account, or if you already do have an account and this course was a refresher. Follow us at Delray Beach Public Library, and then below shows our account the way it is recently. So you can see that we have about 330 posts. You can see we have over 1,000 followers, which is great. We have over 600 people that are following. It has our website, it has the highlights, and then below that you can see a summary of our posts, our Instagram TV, any post that we might have saved or bookmarked, which I did not bring up in this presentation, but it's what it says. It's something that you can save. It's a bookmark that you can look at later, and then tagged if any other organizations have tagged us in a post. So that's a lot of Instagram knowledge in the past 25 minutes, but if you have any questions, please let us know. Thank you.